all. And knowing how G2 Blacklist has dominated the early game in majority of the games that we have casted so far, this is a very good pickup by G2 Blacklist once again.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good pickup. Having the Lee Sin, no jungler on the side of CES, there's not a lot of options that they could go for now. They're not gonna go for the Aatrox again because it didn't work for the last 2 games. So Kha'Zix is a good ban here for G2B.
This is pretty much a checkmate by G2 Blacklist. They are now forcing Cerberus Esports to go for an Aatrox. Maybe ban away the Shen for G2 Blacklist. Makes sure that Y1 won't really have an option to work with. Oh, they're banning away the Aatrox, which leaves the Shen available for Cerberus Esports.
No
question
option.
is, Shen.
Yeah.
Isn't Shen a very good pick? At least, you look at the Renekton top side, Shen is very formidable tank. I don't think Dr. Mundo will get picked up here.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, either Shen or something else.
Yeah, what's gonna happen here though, Blues? Because with the problem that they
Riven.
have in the they could go for the Riven for Carl. Could go for the Jax if they want to play it safe, but G2B doesn't want to do that. They would really want to make sure that this is gonna be something different for the squad here.
Yeah, or they're anticipating that Y1 will be playing the Riven in the jungle and trying to deny it away from him as well. That if it ever becomes a Camille versus Riven, I choose Riven almost every single time. Okay, at least this is something positive for Genza, right? Like the only win that Cerberus Esports was able to get was off of a very good Sivir pickup. Oh man, Dr. Mundo.
Interesting.
But they have the Zeri this time, right? Like G2 Blacklist is very much prepared. They can still go for another marksman here.
Yeah.
Or a double marksman composition to easily counter out this Dr. Mundo. That's it. That's GG.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. The Kai'Sa and the Zeri getting picked up compared to the Ezreal that we have from our last game. So this is gonna be a chance here for G2B to go back. At least Cerberus Esports gave them a chance to, yes, this is a draft that we did in game 1 in where we won, and G2B now knows the answer for that.
Exactly, right? Like the only reason why Dr. Mundo was very effective in game number 1 was because he is able to out-sustain all the burst coming in from G2 Blacklist. But there's really no burst to absorb this time around because that's sustained TPS coming from 2 marksmen in the game. And this is another masterful drafting coming in from Coach TG of G2 Blacklist, leaving the defenses and leaving Cerberus Esports out to dry on their last pick. Oh man, the stage is set here, Dash. It's all about execution.
Yep. Now, this is going to be the question here. How are they going to be able to make things work here for the squad? Cerberus Esports, they are going to make use of what they did during game 1 of this series and try to find a way to make it work, because that might be the magic that they're looking for. But now, is that going to be enough? Because in what we've seen here from the side of G2B, they drafted against that Dr. Mundo. I'm just not sure if this Riven is going to work against that Renekton, but this is still their last chance. Cerberus Esports, last chance against G2B before they get sent to the lower bracket, or they might be able to go for long.
Yeah, the goal for G2 Blacklist is for them to have a date with KT Rosaroy, which is currently waiting in the upper bracket semi-finals. Technically, is it upper bracket semi-finals or upper bracket finals? I think it's upper bracket finals.
Upper bracket finals, yeah.
Okay, right. And then we have in the lower bracket, now Esports is waiting as to who's going to lose out this game. G2 Blacklist, of course, wants Cerberus Esports to get pushed down in order for them to really have that date against Nouns. And now we're seeing some aggression here and there by G2 Blacklist and Cerberus Esports with the double marksman composition that we have for both sides. I feel that this is going to just be, a safer laning phase overall. Not enough damage to really just push them down.
Yeah, and from what we're seeing here from Aaron, this is what you really want whenever you have the early game advantage as a Kai'Sa. And when you're fighting a marksman against marksman, this has been a bit one of the meta that we had when the Kai'Sa was meta for a bit. Then they always fight against a Corki. Look at the top side though, Carl having a bit of a problem. Ignite has been used.
Yeah, but wait. Okay. That was just a flash, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, like Draw has to be careful. But yeah, on the top side, right, like that Riven versus Renekton matchup, the only reason why Riven had the advantage was because of the minions that was made available to him. So the only concern that you have to think about if you're the Renekton against the Riven is a potential gank. Outside of that, you should be winning that matchup almost every time, right? Like we know that the Renekton is pretty much the original lane bully on the top side, and against the Riven, that should remain true.
Has always been the lane bully that everybody wants to pick if they want to have advantage. Y1 already on the bot side of the map though. Aaron gonna fight the 1v1 flash from Aaron, and he's gonna win the fight. It's a good thing he has the ignite back up. Golden Kite fighting against Y1. Y1 gets the kill, and they might get another one to their side. And this is gonna be the 3-4-1 that they're looking for across the map.
Yeah, it's a okay. So it's a 2-for-1 actually, right? They were at least still able to get a kill on towards the drag laner. Now Taku is in trouble.
Yeah, Taku top side though. This could make it equal for their side though. It's a good thing that Carl was the target, and now with the Dragon's Rage, they are not going to be able to get the kill, but at least they got a 1-for-1. BMM wants to go for more, but KD flashes away. Yeah, Cerberus Esports is actually fighting whatever aggression being put out here by G2 Blacklist. Good job overall by them in being at the right place and at the right time. Let's look at this tower dive once again. Akeno went in, draw with a beautiful knockup, but this dive by Cerberus Esports, we all know that Dr. Mundo, by the time that he levels up to 5, that just means that he can actually tank a lot of tower shots. But for some reason, again, Zoe was the first one to hit the champion, and he took the aggro, ending in a at least trade kill. Yeah. Still though, right, like for Cerberus Esports, that's a lot of positive signs by them in the first few minutes of this game. Yep. Cerberus Esports getting the win in the early game just stops G2B from getting that early game advantage that they always got from the past games except for game 3. But again, G2B would still want to look for that early game because they're playing Lee Sin right now. They're fighting against the bot lane though with the lightning crash and the knockup. That's going to be enough for them to take the kill. Akeno is going to go for more. With that cast, they are going to go for more. And this is KD, Sonic Wave, and that's going to be a kill for their side. Just going to give it and donate it to KD. Yeah, it's it was a wrong way moment for sure. Right, there's no escape whatsoever. KD was there to cut off the exit path, and so Cerberus Esports, the only thing that they can do is to actually just counter invade, get some tower comps, and possibly threaten a dive on the top side. Yeah, they can still go for the dive on the top side. Carl doesn't have any defenses that he can really look forward to. He's gonna go in, but goes where he pleases. The damage from the broken wings is not enough, and CES just takes a kill. Yeah, still very good in tower diving is the Dr. Mundo, right? Like the amount of tankiness that is available to you with the ultimate getting popped at the right moment. Wait, killer instinct? Okay. It's a good thing that he didn't get Taku. If he got Taku, he's gonna use that killer instinct for sure. Surely, right? But yeah, like Cerberus Esports in general is doing a very good job in at least mitigating the early game advantage that is present to the lineup of G2 Blacklist. Yep. Y1 on this Dr. Mundo, I think it stopped. We have to stop memeing about this Dr. Mundo because it does feel to me that this is a practice champion by them, right? Like the amount of preparation that they came in unlocking Dr. Mundo 2 games out of the 5 games that Cerberus Esports has played. It's really showing that they're confident in playing this champion. So far, so good by them. Yeah, not even just against a Vi though. The Dr. Mundo is such a nice pick for the squad that they gain the confidence of taking their Imperial first against that Lee Sin. And it's also because the Lee Sin can't really take down that Mundo in the early game. It's one of the biggest reasons why we pick up the Lee Sin is we want to get that early game advantage against the other jungler. But it doesn't happen whenever you pick the Dr. Mundo. Yeah, the only thing that really worries me right now for Cerberus Esports is... Wait, hang on. Golden Kite. Go for the knockup. Gensa is going to be the target, but he still got the tower in the mid lane. KD might find something here in the mid lane. They're going to push back Akeno. He's going to be the target. He's going to fall down. White one's going to be next draw. He's super low in HP. Gensa's going to follow through, but the ricochet damage is still not that strong. Yeah, the playmaking by KD is still up there. Right, using the Dragon's Rage into a flash just to make sure to get ahead of Akeno. But just going back to my original point earlier, right? Of course, sure, right? Cerberus Esports is still doing a very good job. Another dive potentially on the top side. Carl needs to be careful, but yeah, never mind. He does have enough mobility and will have enough damage to just clear the way defending this top side. Then again,
this pickup by Doctor of Cerberus Esports for Cerberus Esports is good. Sure, right? The early game is you could not ask for a better start of overall for the Dr. Mundo. The only worry I do have is that it gets countered by the double marksman composition that G2 Blacklist has right now, right? It's so different from game number 1. In game number 1, it was a very ideal pickup for the Dr. Mundo. In game number 5, with the double marksman available for G2 Blacklist, even if Dr. Mundo does have a lot of resources to work with at the early stages of the game, the damage that can get sustained by the Dr. Mundo against a double marksman composition is not going to be up there, right? Sooner or later, he will get shredded down. He will melt with the damage potential of G2 Blacklist.
Yeah, but what I like about Cerberus Esports is they drafted also against it, though. Having double 2 marksmen on their side, but at this point, we couldn't consider the Corki a marksman anymore. It's basically a poke mage at this point, So with the Corki and having a Sivir on your side, that just makes it easier. Especially, they don't really have a proper tank except for the Ornn, so it's gonna be easier for Genza to shred through every member later on, which is why this is also a different flavor from what we've seen during game 1.
At least some threat here and there for the carries of Cerberus Esports. In fact, I dare say it's BMM.
He wasn't able to get the spell shield in, and that's gonna be good. Now Aaron's gonna go in, but KD might be done right here, and that's a Keno just having an answer here in the top side.
The presence of mind. Oh man, the presence of mind by both this gentleman to go and flash in. Okay, maximum dosage.
Yeah, maximum dosage, really fast. Y1 just got that and made it a 2-for-1.
Right, wow. Cerberus Esports is really playing this perfectly. As perfect as you could hope for all the aggression. They're fine. This is just absurd right now, right? Like, if you were looking at this game at 8 minutes, one would say that Cerberus Esports is actually poised to win this. And I won't doubt you, right? Like, Y1 has played this perfectly. What's his skill participation so far on the Dr. Mundo? There you go. It's 3-0-1. 3 kills, 1 assist so far of the 7 kills that Cerberus Esports was able to get. And this is against a Lee Sin of KD. So overall, a very good job still by Y1.
Yeah, Y1 has been doing a great job here for the squad. Not an advantage, an early game advantage that G2B really solely wants for KD to be able to perform that well. But again, taking that off could really mean something bad here for G2B once we head into the middle to late game stages of the game. So KD would have a lot of problems here. As long as he does make a play in this mid game, that could still be mitigated.
Yeah, Keno getting targeted, but still pretty much very tanky. Renduins, by the way, as the first item buy for Y1 KD.
Oh, again. But he was not able to follow through with draw using the ultimate on their side. So, yep, they're not going to get that kill.
Again, the recipe for success for G2 Blacklist is to continuously make plays by KD, going for the Dragon's Rage. Keno getting caught here.
Yeah,
do they have enough damage?
Side, though. They are going to have enough damage if he's not going to be able to move.
This is the same concern that I have for Keno, right? Like, he gets caught out of possession. KD! Assassinated!
Damage and burst coming in from their side, though. They're going to go for more. Y1's going to be their target. Not really a good target. Draw is going to die in the process. Genza with the exhaust. He's not going to be able to make them move. Aaron's going to die. And that's going to be a good process to their side. G2B, they're going to go for more. Y1 is going to be dead. And they have enough damage to take down that tank.
Yeah, and they have the numbers advantage right here, right now. BMM does have the package, but really, what can you do without your jungler? This dragon will be started here by G2 Blacklist. There's no smite for them as well.
Yeah, right? They still have the package on their side, though. The red carpet has been laid down. Both of them don't have smites. So if ever they start... Oh, man, what is this going? KD's going to go in, so this is going to be their dragon.
All right. And that's a soul point for G2 Blacklist. Another win condition unlocked by the team. With Cerberus Esports really trying to maximize the value of the package, BMM had no option whatsoever. He needed to use the package to at least challenge the members of G2 Blacklist. And all things considered, that still is a net positive for G2 Blacklist, right? They're finding the plays, they're feeding their double marksman composition, and they're slowing down the Dr. Mundo.
Yeah. You need to slow that down. Genza, look at his record. He's now on a 0-4. Not really a good spot whenever you have a hyper carry on your side. But now KD gonna go in, Crown and Shadow Queen. They can go for the knockup. They're gonna go for more. And the Dragon's Rage coming in from KD. And Y1 is gonna be their next target, though. He's gonna be dead, and that's 2 kills already. Carl's gonna be next. Goes in for the stun, and Genza is just gonna run away.
Did you see that alley-oop? That's Carl dunking on the Dragon's Rage connection from KD, the Lee Sin Riven combo. And G2 Blacklist is just going to back away with smiles. Cerberus Esports is slowly crumbling down. Let's look at that replay once again. Okay, so KD popped the crown. And then there you go. Go in for the play. And immediately Carl is there for the knockout.
Oh.
That's the slam dunkerino. Alley-oop play from G2 Blacklist.
Man. Carl, wow, what a great broken wings from this guy. And that was really great. I mean, KD was doing this since a while ago. He was doing a lot of kicks, a flash kick, anything that he could do in order for him to secure a kill for his carries. And so far, has been working wonders for G2B.
Right. If it's not BMM, it's going to be Genza getting targeted down by KD. So if you're the marksman of Service Esports, when do you ever feel safe? Never, right? Like, all the members of G2 Blacklist will be ready for the plays that KD is about to make, and Draw is here just to play guard. And they're trying to threaten down this Baron takedown as well. We have to remember this is a double marksman composition BMM.
Yeah, they're gonna be looking for it. They want another Dragon's Rage. They don't need it enough. BMM is gonna be dead. They use the explosive cascade. He's gonna be left alone. Has to safeguard. He's gonna run away. But now the fight. Y1 tries to fight against 2. Aaron has enough damage, and he's gonna be dead. On the other end of the stick, we're gonna see another fight. Taku was able to use his stasis, but G2B survives.
Y1 is tanky, but never tanky enough against the Kai'Sa's damage, and he can shred down. Carl is here, going for a play once again.
Oh, he still got the kill though. Keno doesn't have the explosive cast anymore. They don't have the damage. They don't have the on the hunt. They're still gonna follow through. Carl almost dead, but now they have Aaron. They can go for the 1v1. They are just gonna fight back. Another Captain Rain with a red buff. He's gonna be killed.
Did you see that trap moment? Man, the mountain, the bellows from Draw perfectly placed. And Genza cannot do a thing. G2 Blacklist gets another objective for themselves.
One more dragon and this game is done. And this is, oh man, that is so good of a play. Let's take a look at that replay again.
Wow, crazy play, right? Again, Carl just hiding in the shadows. And let's look at this once again, right? Like, this is there was one bellow that was from Draw that prevented Genza to move, right? Like, you look at this, Genza. Oh, no! she's trying his best.
Rain, what?
Right,
he was
I know,
half HP. Oh man, that's crazy.
This is the armor penetration build.
Yeah, yes, the Dustblade.
Dustblade.
Oh man, this is why. So hard to fight against them. 5k gold lead for the side of G2B.
Yeah, I know.
We're just waiting for the next dragon to come out in order for them to get the soul. And Genza is still not enough for the squad here.
And the Ice Soul is definitely going to join the team of G2 Blacklist. Putting some eyes into their veins as celebration is definitely something to look forward to if you're a fan of G2B Army. And so far, so good for them, right? 14 minutes and 30. Half duration or over half or less than half duration on the Baron, and still enough time for G2 Blacklist to make some plays.
Yeah, G2B is just going to take the second tier turret, and that's going to be for free for the squad. And now they're just going to be taking over the map before they take their last dragon in order for them to secure the soul. Right now, Carl even goes for a 1v1 against Y1. And they're just going to be trying to take it. KD was able to run away from that explosive cast. And now they're pretty much safe. And Akeno is not going to be safe to get it with Y1. This Y1's going to be dead and being chased down by G2B. Wants to go for Akeno, but they're looking at the top lane. Genza is going to be fighting a 1v1 against their side, but he's not going to work out. It's a good thing that Void Seeker wasn't able to hit, but they're going to be hitting all their shots on the bot side because they're going to go for another kick coming in from KD. And they are alive. They got the ace and they can finish this game.
Another alley-oop moment for G2 Blacklist, and they will be advancing to the upper bracket finals.
Upper bracket finals for the squad. G2B, game 3, game 4, or rather game 4 and game 5. They just ended it with a flash, and they just took down Cerberus starting from game 3. That really hurt their mental so bad.
Oh man, that game number 3